What's good, everybody? It's your boy CG, and we're back again at CG Productions for episode 6, and this is the resurrection. So on this episode, I actually did a live stream on a Facebook group called RED Camera. So in this group, I went through the entire unboxing, all the troubleshooting, and all the way down to I got to a stopping point. I'm not gonna set you guys up on this. I don't want this to feel very like clickbaity or waste of time. Like, I don't like wasting people's time. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and tell you that I've not gotten all the way to the point of repairing the camera. I got some things that are coming in next week that are gonna help me to further troubleshoot and possibly get this camera to working. So the camera that I'm talking about is what I mentioned in last week's episode. I received it from Adorama, and it used to belong to Evolve Visuals. We did a whole little skit about everything, and I just tried to make this episode really fun. So there is content here. It's going to be a really short video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you are not a member of the RED group and you own a RED, please go join that group on Facebook. I'll link it down in the description so that you guys it'll be easy for you to find it. But it's an awesome group, a lot of good people in there, and it's for it doesn't matter what sensor or body type you're working with. It's for all RED cameras and anybody who owns a RED camera. So go check that group out. The live stream is in there. It's a 3.5 hour live stream video. Again, I appreciate you guys supporting me, supporting the channel. There's so much to come in the future. So next week is probably gonna, if I don't have another video out for the RED series, I'm gonna be doing my first video for the Atomos Everything series, and I'm going to also try to get the Progressive Mind series started as well. So I'm trying to start up both of those series next week. It's just been so much going on right now that, like, because of the content that I've been putting out and the way that I've been moving, I thank you guys again. Like, it's made it where I have a lot of work. So I've gone to like doing stuff like using sticky notes so that I can like schedule my day. Like, I never thought I'd be at that point of having to write down, but there's so much that's going on that it actually gives me time to, like, my mind, I don't have to think about or remember what I have to do for the day. I write down everything, and like, I get so much, I feel like I get way more done because it's like I'm not thinking about what I need to do next. So next week, what I'm also planning to do is create a whole like 9 to 5 like sort of schedule for myself so that I actually have downtime, and it's not, because I'm such a, like, once I get an idea, then I'm going work. So I'm gonna actually schedule myself downtime just like a regular job, because with having just unlimited time, it makes it where I just work until I'm tired, and then I go to sleep. And normally that's like 4 a.m. in the morning. Then I get back up at like 8 or 9 o'clock and then do it all over again. And it's not really healthy. And this is stuff that I'll talk about in the Progressive Mind. But also, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this. We had a lot of fun, and shout out to Evolve Visual. They keep coming through. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video. If I did, I'm sorry for repeating, but I did. I finally purchased an SSD card and a SSD reader. So that now I can start actually using the camera at its full capabilities. So much more to come. Hope you guys enjoyed this next little skit. It's only about a minute long, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And like I said, big shout out again to Evolve Visuals. They keep coming through. They've definitely helped out CG Productions a lot. Just being able to have somebody else that I can borrow equipment from every now and then. But yeah, here we go. Hope you guys enjoy.
What you got?
Got another camera.
Another red?
Mm-hmm. Remember that camera you was telling me about before? That's what's in this box.
You're kidding me.
Nope. And today, we gonna fix it.
Oh man, I gotta see this.
Alright, so I'm with Red right now, and this camera right here, when did this get sent back to Autorama?
Let's see, I got it in March, like March 5th. I think I had to send it back. It was within like 30 something days, so.
And that was right before finding my videos then.
Right, yeah. That was like mid-April.
So what happened with this camera?
You know, I mean, I still don't even know, man. It's I got it, everything worked fine. Did a shoot. I did a few shoots with it, but I did a shoot, worked fine, put it back in the case, went to take it back out, would not power back on. It didn't matter whether it was battery, it didn't matter whether it was, AC adapter.
You know if it was cool when you put it back in?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was cool when I put it back in.
So we're gonna open this guy up right now. The likelihood of this being yours is probably this is the one.
01316. Oh. I remember the serial number, man. So that's her.
Yeah. That's funny. How does this feel right now?
I don't know, man. It's like seeing your ex-girlfriend with a new boyfriend or something. I don't know how to take it.
This is the serial number of it. All right, so what I'm gonna do first thing is just try to turn it on and see what happens.
And it would trip like a little LED on the AC adapter. It would flash like it was giving a code, but that stuff's over my head.
All right, so let's just see what we got real quick. Oh, so this right here, the battery pack flashing?
Yeah, when I watched it, it would trip like so many numbers, reset. It would do like the same sort of code or pattern over and over again.
Okay. So, if you look right here, the battery pack is flashing. My plan is just to take this apart and take the ISP and put it into the RED, the Epic that doesn't work. And there's our ISP. And now we're going to throw this guy into the other unit. So there's the Epic with its 12, and this is the Scarlet that I just got. So now we're going to take the Scarlet and we're going to put it into this body. So right now, really, we're at the point of putting this back together. I mean, well, actually seeing if it starts up. So once it starts up, what I'll do is do a hard reset on the ISP, and then we'll throw it back into the other body. So where that other one didn't have any lights, this has the red light right there, if you can see. And so now we're just gonna turn it on. So it's got its little orange light. Boom, there we go, green light. I need to see if that's actually putting out an error or an image. That's how it's supposed to go. My first thing to do is going to be to put the chip back into the Epic body, and then change the IOB out of its original body into this Epic one, or well, this is actually another Scarlet body. I don't even know what to call this anymore. It's all Frankensteined up now. But anyway, I'm gonna take it and put it back into this. If it doesn't work when I put it back into its original body, I'm gonna take it and put it back into this body. And since I know that the only thing that's wrong with this is the IOB, so since I know that's the only thing that's wrong with it, I'm just gonna take the IOB from the other camera and hope to God that that's not the same thing wrong with that either. I'm gonna take the ISP back out of this, put it back into its original body. So the difficult part with this is that the DCN cable down here, I don't know, let me see if I can get that a little bit centered. The DCN cable, it runs, let me get my little pointer. It runs right here into the back of this board. So I have to pull out, and this cable is rigid, so it's pushing back on it. So I have to get that cable out. I have to pry that connector off and make sure that it stays off while I'm pulling it out, or it'll hook back in and be an issue. Would help if I removed all the screws. And the thing is, this thing's like tucked up under here. It's tucked up into the back of this panel here. All right. So this is my spare camera parts right here, just so it doesn't get confusing. And what I'm about to do is this board right here is the IMAP. And the IMAP, it sends everything to the IOB that's right behind it, and the IOB distributes it out. But the IMAP is the first point of contact for power, and then that sends it to, it sends it to the LSB, and it sends it to the IOB, and the IOB sends it to the RSB, and the RSB sends it to the sensor and the sensor and the ISP. All right, so now I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna take this off. I'm kind of like wondering if I should remove the other one, just to make sure that there's not like this one little, thing that's like not snapped. Because I mean, I guess it could happen if you look. These are the only connectors that can possibly come loose. Everything else is kind of sandwiched together. So I'm wanting to kind of like look at the other one before I actually get into all this. I'm gonna do that, because then I know I gotta take it off anyways, and then at that point they're at the same point, and that way I can go ahead and swap out the boards that I need to swap out. and then put it back together. Hopefully what we get is no errors and a blown out picture, because there's nothing on the sensor. Serious error detected. Oh my goodness. All right, so what I'm thinking now is let me think. So we still have an error. So we got it on, so we know that there was an issue with the OMAP, but there's also still this this error 0x01. Again, go check out that live stream on Facebook, Red Camera. Just type in Red Camera and join the Red Camera group if you own a Red Camera. You'll have to read the description of the channel to make sure that if you don't own the Red Camera that you actually are allowed in the group. But I don't know, that's up to the admin, but go check it out. There's one thing with the live stream. I guess for like an hour of that live stream, there was no audio. And all you see is me pretty much just taking the camera apart. I am so sorry, because I didn't realize it was happening, and nobody's put any messages. I just seen people popping up, but nobody sent me anything until like an hour later, and they're like, oh, it's no audio. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, nobody told me anything. So the last 2 hours and a half it has audio, and there was an issue. You just have to go watch it. It's still like, it was a fun time. Like, it's already been watched like 2,000 times. Like, I think it's nearly 2,000 times that it's been watched already, and it was over like 200 comments that were in there. It was a lot going on, and it was so much fun. And if you are from that group and you're watching this, man, I had a blast, and it was fun. I want to do it again, but I want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to keep doing the same thing over. So we'll see what happens if we could do like a Q&A. If somebody wants to see a particular thing or whatever, we could do something like that. It's your boy CG, and I'm out.